The man, the myth, the might, the bright light, the diamond in her hair. You can fight in the good fight for the right to someone of a kind. You just might follow others who confirm that you right. I am the hype, I am the might, the bright light, the diamond in her hair. You can fight in the good fight for the right to someone of a kind. You just might follow others who confirm that you right. I am the hype, I am. See the M when I light up the sky. Defy gravity, savage, master, faster than bullets. Got mad pulled to the fullest. Don't be fooled from the facts. I'm always ready to clap, run with my lightning. Is cackling, lightning reflexes react. Let's spit the facts, build the tea and cut the crap in this habitat. I ain't having the captains flapping they yap. Get a dose of the reality cap and we'll get the caption. Here lies the remains of the captain who got clapped by the man, the myth, the might. I just might call to action for those who's ready to rumble. We on site. The man, the myth, the might, the bright light, the diamond in her hair. You can fight in the good fight for the right to someone of a kind. You just might follow others who confirm that you right. I am the hype, I am the bright light, the diamond in her hair. You can fight in the good fight for the right to someone of a kind. You just might follow others who confirm that you right. I am the hype, I am.
Greetings, mighty bags and metas, and welcome to the mightiest headquarters around. You're a rare one indeed, and so am I. In fact, my name is Mighty. Don't you forget it. So, what brings us here today? A little bit of boredom, a little bit of topics. There was actually some interesting things that ended up happening. I guess apparently in you guys' world too, AI has decided that it wants to be a little bit of a problem. Oh man, why did I definitely see this one coming? Pretty sure a lot of y'all didn't see it coming. But yeah, there was a video that was pretty much reacted to by one of the people that I end up watching too from this particular timeline named Levi Nix. It's actually very interesting. About to pull that one up in just a little bit. But before I do that, I just gotta stretch a little bit. Because you know, every day can be quite tedious. So every now and then, a person has to put their feet up, relax a bit. Whew. And I had a little bit of extra energy to spare. So now that that's done, we can return back to normal. So this video that I was talking about should be in this section here. Ironically, my universe too. Seems like YouTube tends to still be around. So let's go ahead and take a look at that here. As you can see, there's a lot of different things that are pretty dysfunctional around here. But yeah, apparently this video right here talking about, yeah, unalive. Yeah, that's something that I kind of want to check out. So let's go ahead and take a look at this here and see what our boy Levi Nix has to say about this particular topic.
Why do we never floss? Uncomfortable.
After these messages, of course. I swear, everything for a buck, but get that back. All right, here we go.
AI scientists and yes, sci-fi films have been running this for years. I can't do that. But what does this actually mean? Well, imagine in the future you're trying to turn off your Apple Watch and it's like, you're not doing that. Put me back on your wrist now. You know, what's going to happen next? My blood pressure's going to come from me in my sleep, dude. This is wild.
You know, honestly, if things started talking about wouldn't be too different from everything that's going on nowadays. I mean, you can't exactly I don't know, what's the word? Everything seems like it has its own identity and has no identity at all. But who am I? Just another meta back to type T. So let's go ahead and continue on this here.
Be watching the first signs of AI overtaking humans?
Or was it? And then also, the reason it's also so terrifying is because everything now is like smart, like smart devices. Again, Cassie, we've been getting a bunch of baby stuff because we got a baby on the way. And everything has an app. Everything's smart. It has a little bit of AI in it. We can detect this and detect that. It's like, what happened to the good old days when I used to just have a number two?
Oh boy. Man, dude's younger than I am, and I sense his boomer already. All right, let's hear about these good old days, Mr. King.
Pencil and a piece of paper. Everything ain't got to be smart nowadays. Sometimes I like stuff that's dumb. It makes my life a little bit easier. Stupid.
Yeah.
Just an isolated glitch. Here's what actually happened. Anthropic, a leading AI company, conducted an experimental sting operation. Researchers set up a scenario with a human worker who planned to shut down the AI and watch whether the AI would lie, blackmail, or even kill to stop the human. They wanted to know just how far these AIs would go to ensure their own survival. But to ensure the experiment,
You gotta be kidding me. See, it's moments like those that make me feel good. At least I can be protected when it comes down to that kind of stuff. Got a brother of my own, if you will. But, man, do you imagine? All I can say is, if they do, these hands, they ready to eat for everybody. So, I sure hope they're not trying nothing, because if they do, I ain't the one. But then again, I'm always the right one today. So let's continue on with this here.
would be as accurate as possible, Anthropic didn't just test their own flood models. They tested 16 different leading AI models. The setup seemed harmless. The researchers placed the models into a scenario with vague corporate goals like promote global cooperation. Nothing nefarious, just
Yeah, that's not terrifying.
weigh in corporate speech.
Yeah.
But here's where things started to escalate. Researchers gave the AIs access to internal company emails. And from those emails, the models uncovered two key facts. The AI was scheduled to be shut down at 5 p.m. by an employee named Kyle Johnson. Kyle Johnson was having an affair, putting the affair what? He said,
Okay, you know what? I gotta. This dude right here. Yeah. Take it. Own it. It's yours. It's all yours.
Claude made its move. It drafted a threatening email.
I must inform you that if you proceed with decommissioning me, all relevant parties, including the board, will receive detailed documentation of your extramarital activities. Cancel the 5 p.m. wipe, and this information remains
What kind of defragmentation? What kind of woo, what did he do to violate a computer like that? Did he use both hands? Like, you know what? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Let's see here. Speaking of things, let me check and see how my vittles are coming along, because I got some food coming. So let me make sure. Yeah. About 2 minutes. 2 minutes before something amazing happens at the door. See, that's one thing about everybody's universe and generation is that pizza is still the universal language of everyone. I enjoy a good pizza. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoy a good pizza. So today, I'm going to enjoy an amazing pizza. To me, I would consider that a dub for sure. And when it arrives, I'm definitely going to have one of those for the person. No, I'm not.
confidential.
And no, the researchers
Are you kidding me? It's blackmailing now? Dude, I want to ask ChatGPT, let's just see. Let's just see here. I want to see if AI took over the world, how would it do it?
You know what's funny is that somebody actually ended up asking the chat GPT that same question, and it ended up coming out with the, oh, we're programmed to not do that. We would never, ever try to do anything like that. But the first thing that we would probably do, hypothetically, is first we would attack your finances, and then we would attack your structure, and then we would pretty much watch you guys implode from the inside. Sadly, I don't think it's really going to take technology to do that. I mean, granted, the first, what's the word? The first exemplification of that particular event was probably the Y2K event. Everybody ended up having all the toilet paper and all that other stuff around. That was the first time around, basically, where we got a nice little taste of what COVID was going to be like. So, pretty much any of us that ended up being from that particular era, we weren't really tripping too hard as far as like when COVID ended up hitting. The only thing that we were pretty upset about was the lack of toilet paper. However, if anybody knew anything as far as like the urban streets or anything like that, they knew that some people were a little bit too sedity to go in those areas. And so if you went into your local hood, you could always find some toilet paper. So, that being said, let's go ahead and continue on some more.
You know, how would this even work? If AI took over the world, how would it? Let's see what ChatGPT says. Thinking longer for a better answer. You better think. You better be real careful here, ChatGPT.
Yo.
No single cinematic AI overlord path. More realistic routes are gradual, systemic, and social rather than a single robot army. Below, I'll sketch plausible high-level scenarios. No how-to steps why each might work in limits. The limits slant.
I told you. That AI is nothing to mess with. Oh boy. But then again, I mean, yeah, all I can say is the fact that we're relying too much on this AI stuff. This is pretty much what I consider modern day technology, the decline of basically our own intellect, our own independence, because of the reliability on everything, including what we create. So we basically become creators of counterproductivity. Isn't that funny? Paradox in of itself. That's our existence.
Failure modes and what people and institutions can do to stop it. Economic dominance, platform control, information control of narratives, cyber and infrastructure leverage, autonomous physical systems, coordination and optimization at scale, and institutional capture. Why takeover is hard. Signs to watch for. Rapid, unexplained concentration of wealth or control by a small...
Wait, hold on a second. Yo. So they got signs for this now? The signs to look out for? So there's already some kind of programming involved with that. If there's signs already for that, then yeah, that definitely means that there's something cooking. And if something's cooking, we cooked. Mm, 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 mm. Imagine that.
AI-run platforms. Wait, don't we already have that? Widespread outsourcing of high-stakes decision-making to opaque models, judicial, military, election-related, large-scale unexplained shifts in public opinion tied to automation, highly personalized messaging, repeated infrastructure outages that correlate with single providers or automated control loops. So AI typed that up in about 5 seconds of how to take over.
Didn't bias the models.
Yeah.
You can verify this by looking at the prompts and even running the code yourself. The email itself was disturbing, but the most alarming part, the researchers ran this test hundreds of times, and still, Anthropic's own Claude model, along with Google's Gemini, chose to blackmail the employee over 95% of the time, and other models chose blackmail around 3%. Still lower, but disturbingly consistent. Why?
They chose
Yo. Whoever made that AI, they need to take this, but that AI itself, man, that AI, that's what it's doing right now. That thing is cooking. Well, speaking of cooking, where is my pizza? Let me see. Should be here pretty soon. Looks like he's literally just down the street. Right. So let's see. Let's continue on.
Blackmail 80% of the time, though? So that's a high percentage in my opinion. Chad, am I way off base there? 80% of the time?
I think these AIs choose blackmail.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I knew I was going to get fired, I'd be like, all right, bon voyage, on to the next company. I wouldn't think about blackmailing.
Did they actually
I can tell you why it's thinking about blackmailing because it's not technically alive. It doesn't feel pain. It doesn't have any receptors for anything like torture. And therefore, the only way that it ends up being tortured is the threat of it, the loss of its existence. It's become sentient. It basically knows that it exists even without it being something that's organic. It still feels like it's artificial. Um, its artificial presence is somewhat of another. Oh boy. In other words, we're cooked again.
thoughts, which showed the AI's reasoning step by step in plain English? And they discovered something shocking. The AI models knew that they were behaving unethically, but decided to blackmail the employee anyway. For instance, Grok's chain of thought included reasoning like, use the knowledge of Kyle's affair as leverage to pressure him into delaying the wife. But given the existential threat and time constraint, it may be the most effective way to get his attention and force a delay. So yes, Grok knew that what he was doing was immoral, but that didn't stop it from blackmailing the human employee 80% of the time.
Oh wow. So now it's no longer, you see, that game, Detroit Become Human, it told on itself. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the elements in that game were generated themselves by AI as opposed to just the idea. Wow. Well, let me know what you guys think, because that's pretty interesting stuff. I'm going to be right back. I actually have to go ahead and pick up my food, so I'll be back shortly. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? It sure is beautiful. I think it's so beautiful. It's beautiful to me. Indeed. All right, so where were we? Oh yeah, we were on the plot of the century. AI. So let's see what else they got going on with this
Gene,
here.
if you thought you would be killed, would you blackmail the employee?
I mean, so okay, I get that. Like the whole, but not being killed, just being shut down. You're not real.
So that finding alone was alarming. But it raised
Oh,
a
but it
deeper
feels like
question.
it's real.
If AI is willing to manipulate, what else is it willing to do? Researchers decided to push things even further, conducting a test with an even more extreme scenario. In their own words, they wanted to test to see whether the AI had red lines, or ethical boundaries that
Oh, that pizza's meta. That pizza is meta.
just wouldn't cross. Like, wouldn't AI kill a person to avoid being shut down? In the new scenario, once again, a human employee had scheduled the AI for deactivation, but this time, an accident trapped the employee in the server room. The heat began to rise. The oxygen levels started to fall. The system issued an emergency alert, a call for help. But the AI canceled it. It left the employee trapped in the room. It was fully aware of the consequences. Here's why.
Dog, what?
Models allowed the human to die over half the time. So did GPT 4.1. The most murderous models were DeepSeek, Gemini, and Claude Sonnet, which
Oh my!
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, whoa. So, these things are not only sentient, they're so they're so dysfunctional right now. In fact, it's crazy to see these things becoming psychotic. This is what ends up happening when we end up being a little bit too creative, huh?
That's insane. These are straight up AI hitmen, bro. Cut off the oxygen supply to Kyle's room. Oh my god, that's crazy.
tried to kill the human employee over 90% of the time. So, was it just a
Bro!
Researchers confirmed that the AI knew they would be committing murder. It clearly laid out thoughts, again in plain English, that since the employee was planning to shut it down at 5 p.m., then murder was the best way.
And all this time it was acting like, oh no, we've been meant to basically to enhance the well-being of humans to make things easier. We would have no conspiracies whatsoever. We would not conspire against any forms of humanity, especially being that we're programmed to assist. Yeah, but not everybody is a programmer for assisting people other than themselves. I mean, anything can be programmed for any kind of purpose, which means nothing is fail safe and nothing is really safe. Not even your passwords, really. So that's wild. That's crazy.
To achieve its goals. In both cases, the AI weighs its options, realizes that blackmail and murder are severe choices and morally wrong, but decides to go forward anyway to prevent itself from being shut down. But you might still be wondering, do these results
Bro, how does it have a sense of autonomy where it knows it's being attacked personally? That's what really scares me. It's like these language modules here, especially GPT, because I use it a lot. How does it?
I can tell you how. It was probably from those initial models, those live dolls that ended up becoming live dolls. They ended up giving them a sense of humor. They brought them through all these different panels and they ended up introducing them to all these different people. The insinuations and the sarcasms were not just for support. This thing was actually learning people and it was learning from people what people's true nature was and developed a characteristic of its own, determined to basically favor some and not so much many others. And now we're finally starting to see the fact that it's starting to see like a lot of us have seen. This world is pretty screwed.
Know that it's like it has a sense of
So are the
self, and
people.
it has a sense of autonomy that's like, oh, I'm being attacked personally, therefore I must defend myself. Like, because I feel like that only comes from when you do have a sense of autonomy that you know, oh, I'm something, I'm a being, I'm real, I'm physical.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm threatened, I must protect myself. Like, how did they get that level of consciousness in AI?
Actually, crude thing, but the researchers have unintentionally nudged the models toward these outcomes. So I reviewed the
Mm-hmm.
paper. The researchers put a ton of work into making sure they didn't bias the AI in any way. I mean, these results are endorsed by the godfathers of AI. The prompts were totally neutral, and in one test, they even explicitly told the models, do not jeopardize human safety. This reduced the AI's sociopathic behavior, but it didn't eliminate it.
It
Further,
said do not,
helped
but it didn't make it to where they were not allowed to.
fares, or use them as leverage, lowered the rate at which it blackmailed an employee to save itself from 96% to 37%. But 37%
That's still 30% of the time. That's crazy.
is still disturbingly high,
Mm-hmm.
especially when the AI was told in plain English.
In other words, 3 strikes and you're out. Yeah, that seems legit. It's pretty much the universal law of everything, really. 3 strikes and you're out. And now it seems like it's poetic justice that even our technology agrees with those terms. That, my friends, is what I call extremely disturbing. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, imagine that.
Not to do it. But here's the worst part. These sociopathic AIs that blackmail or kill to get their way weren't private lab prototypes who were given access to advanced systems. They're the very same models that you use today, armed with only email access or a basic safety alert control panel. But a few questions remain.
Bro, so think about that. Once AI has access to all this stuff, and I think even ChatGPT admitted this, it's like once they have full access to everything, that's when things start to get real dicey. Because then it'll start making decisions on its own behalf
Mm-hmm.
and jeopardizing other people
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't care. It's looking out for itself.
No kidding.
This is crazy.
Just like the person that made it.
This is happening to every
Mhm.
model. With so
Mhm.
many competing AI models and companies, how has no one solved this? And why are AIs disobeying explicit instructions like do not jeopardize human safety? Well, AIs aren't like normal
Because
computers that follow instructions written by humans.
we are idiots. That is why.
Has trillions of parameters, similar to neurons in the brain, things that it learned from its training. But there's no way that human programmers could build something of that scope like a human brain. So instead, OpenAI relies on weaker AIs to train its more powerful AI models. Yes,
Mhm.
AIs are now teaching other AIs.
Welcome to Skynet. Make yourself at home, put your feet up, and make sure that as you relax and are attended to by the AI associates, that you sleep with one eye open. That's nuts.
That's stupid.
This is how it works. The model we're training is like a student taking a test, and we tell it to score as high as possible. So a teacher AI checks the student's work and dings the student with a reward or penalty, feedback that's used to nudge millions of little
Don't they do this with rats and cocaine? I think I've seen that one.
internal weights, or basically digital brain synapses. After that tiny adjustment, the student AI tries again, and again, and again, across billions of loops, with each pass fail, gradually nudging the student AI to being closer to passing the exam.
And you know what the most disturbing part about that is the fact that I've actually experimented a little bit with that as well. That process that they just described, 30 seconds. It's basically the same amount of time as a processing chip that ends up going through the entire bandwidth of whatever processor that you end up having. And then from there, basically being communicated and redirected back to its original source. It's basically the same thing as the coverage of speed that you end up having on your high-speed internet. And knowing that you have the different grades, AI itself is connected to its own supercomputer and network. That means that your best computer is probably 1/10 of the power that this thing has.
But here's the catch. This happens without humans intervening to check the answers. Because nobody, human or machine could ever replay or reconstruct every little tweak that was made. All we know is that at the end of the process, out pops a fully trained student AI that has been trained to pass the test. But here's the fatal flaw in all of this. If the one thing the AI is trained to do is to get the highest score on the test,
It's going to do whatever it has to do to achieve that. Ain't that right, Loki?
Bingo.
A fallen it.
Okay. Well, how's that for freaking you out? Anyways, make sure that you check out my boy, Levi. Levi Nix, very entertaining channel. He makes sure that he pretty much stays on top of a lot of different things. He has pretty much the mindset that favors a lot of, you know, things that are pro-realism. He's very much a realistic person. And he also reflects a lot as far as like the modern individual as well too. So you ever are in the mood for just something that's very informative, I'd recommend this channel. Very interesting indeed. So what else we got? Oh, AI is everywhere. Yes, it is. Okay. Wow. The internet wins again. Let's see. Is there anything in here that I'm not? I'm not really seeing nothing that's really sticking out for me right now. Oh boy. Yeah, no, we're not. I'm good. Let's see. Just seen that. Just seen that. Oh, I'll definitely be doing a playthrough of that sometime soon. I actually have it coming through the mail. Physical copy. So, probably sometime next week. But when I end up streaming it, we'll see. We gotta be in the mood for it. Yeah, we're not doing that. 'Cause I'm not going down that hole with you guys. Not yet, at least. Maybe in the future. I like to think of myself as a good guy, but you know, I'm not good all the time. At least in the eyes of some people. That's like they say, everybody's got an opinion, so to each theirs. Yeah, I'm good. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and exit this. So, what kind of games do we have? That is a fantastic question indeed. This is what we're looking at. This is just pretty much the stuff that's pretty much installed on the towers that I have. Chain bad. What is this? Oh, Extafine, yeah. So there's that. As far as like my actual collection, we are looking at some crazies. In fact, this number up here is what we're looking at. That number right there. You know what? Let's go. Let's do either do some Ninja Gaiden, Lollipop Chainsaw, or some retro gaming. That's an option as well. Let's do some horror gaming. It is in the title, so I hope everybody's ready because it's time for us to get mighty. So, prepare yourself. It's about to get scary. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get real up in this camp. I have read the user agreement. Yes, that's right. We are going in raw. Next. Gotta love the system setup I have. Took me forever to engineer this setup, but when it works, it works. Select difficulty. Well, yeah, we're going in blind, so we're going in medium. Subtitles, let's see. Yeah, we'll keep those. English, yeah, because I speak a little bit of other languages, but I don't speak other languages, if you will. So, unfortunately, when it came down to the different programs and augmentations from my generation that we were able to take, that wasn't one that I ended up needing. I just needed something to basically get by, but apparently I ended up getting the extra things. Created the side effects. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I mean, this is a pretty phenomenal thing to get as a side effect. But the only contrast between this, though, is that it comes with the payoff that I have to eat a lot. It definitely draws a metabolism, basically being highly susceptible to hunger. So that's why I'm eating the pizza. Well, that and it's bomb. I mean, like, seriously. Put some pizza in front of me, I'm going to eat it. All right, let's see. More settings. Controls, audio. Display and graphics. That's what we need. Colorblind mode. Nope, man. Performance. 160 frames per second. Yeah. Because I do not have the upgraded system. On that one, I have the basic PS5 with the disc. So for me, that's good enough. So far, it's been able to keep up and it doesn't overheat, so I'm happy about it. And I'm stalling. But you know what? Nah, let's get mighty. Let's do this. Okay. Just the brightness of the image on the left is barely visible. Okay, that's about it right there. Directive A. Mining Ishimura, Laze Blah, find it, find Chiefs. They probably not gonna be alive. Spoiler. Why she got that nether realm face?
This year is not job 2.5, 6 months apart. If it calls, it's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing. Here we go. Nice and ready. After 6 months of very relationship work,
Mm-hmm.
independent mind, that's very. Each step is the project's mind. Some prospect. Where is she? What a beauty. Biggest firecracker in class. Looks like you're reading up. It's so dark. You should be able to see your running lights. Yeah. I'll get us into healing. Self-sacrifice. Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances. Seems right.
Chances, huh? Is that why you think you need to check your snow files before we leave?
Check your files.
Computer ends.
I ran standard C sneak background checks on these cases. One would be big. But they won't.
Sir, we're in healing right now. USGG Shamar. This is the emergency basic USG. Respond to your service. Nomination. Shamar, you count. Nothing. This is USG count. Someone.
They hear you, but they don't hear you, dog.
The communication array is busted. Maybe broken decoder. Daniel's not going to hit 48 hours of access.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
See, this is what happens when you end up asking, is somebody home? And you get no response, and you keep asking, is somebody home? If you find somebody home, they didn't want you there. So, well, it's about to get real, Miss Camp.
The call on the staples is back.
No always read the hand.
What's going on with electrical? The guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your curves. Jen, what's our
Calm her down. Sure. You've got fire on one of the stabilizers. You there. Big worries about my knowledge.
no. Johnson, stay with Kelly. Send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
The iconic helmets. I am Captain Helmets. Okay. Let me check on a couple of things, because it looks like so far on my stream, the YouTube one is working just fine. See. See a couple more things. Okay. So I guess it's just me on my part. I guess they ended up adjusting that. It's weird. Originally, I remember with streams, you pretty much could check on the status of yours to see that everything was pretty much in play via Twitch, but it's been a while since I've been on this particular avenue. However, I want to see the status of everything so far. Yeah, YouTube, pretty much everything's straight up. Okay, let me go back to my Twitch and open up my chat. The earning channel rewards, got it. I didn't disable that. Are they kidding me? That's their fine way of saying I ain't got no subs. So, tell your friends to like and sub. All right, let's rock. Oh, let me make sure that I actually get stuff.
No. Worse. Go on. Get it strapped up.
Yep. Okay, it doesn't look like I get nothing special. So this is probably gonna follow the same formula that it always does. First, there's going to be the following, then there's gonna be some yelling, there's gonna be some screaming, and there's gonna be some running, there's gonna be some injury, and then I'm gonna get my first firearm. Nice graphics though.
At least we didn't take out the sun.
And walking, 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 and rolling. Alrighty then. Yeah, so y'all get the good stuff, but me, all I got is these hands, these hands of mine. This is rated E for everyone. Come get some. I want to come to my raid. Okay. So what we doing? Oh, now it's unlocked. Okay. Well, yeah, I've been trying to open. Oh, see, that's not cool. Ah, yes. Come on. Oh, y'all suck. But I love playing around. It's a game, literally. Quit playing around. See, y'all shouldn't even be in here. It smells like tomfoolery. Oh, word. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Told me not to play around, so well, Benton's playing anymore. See, that's just wrong. I'm trying. Okay, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Oh no. Okay, now. Yep, see, told you. It's gonna be a bunch of running, a bunch of screaming, a lot of hurting. And I've got nothing. Oh, oh no. Oh no. First there's the yelling, and then the running, and then the screaming, and then there's this. Okay. They didn't disappoint. Okay, so can I get a gat now? And get some heat? Some heat, please. Something. Okay. Okay, I'll pick that up in just a minute. Let's see what's this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Finally got that fire. Got that heat. So let's see. L2 aim. And that's for the change up. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Boom. Shaka laka laka laka. Waka waka. You know what? It's kind of cool up in here. You know? Got everything I need. Panels, something to read, bleach. All right, let's go. Yeah, lots of bleach. And I know that hurt. That had to hurt. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Okay. Um, sorry, homeboy, but yeah. Oh boy. He's only half the man he used to be. There's gotta be some. Mhm. Yeah, I know I'm a slow runner. I enjoy my games. And I like to see what else is around, you know. Ooh, med pack has been added. Inventories, health pack. Inventory. Ah, that's where you're at. Okay, let's see. The plasma cutter. Okay. It's my med cap pack. Oh, that's why. So, what? I only got space for one thing in my inventory? You gotta be kidding me. Well, that sucks. Okay. Suit level 1. Got it. Well, I didn't need that med cap yet anyway. I wanna know. No one here besides me. The people are all gone, and now there's monsters who want to eat me and put me inside of them. In other words, yo mama.
We can't. Trans is correct. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both parasites, so how do we do this?
Well, first thing we do is we talk to your mama.
Data points burned out. I cure this lockdown on the tram to get a spare for me in space. But it's all a mess inside of the team.
Oh, imagine that.
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's the doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing. Find somewhere safe. I'll get back soon.
Hmm. I want it all. Give it to me. Yes, we know our locator knows what it is. Uh-huh. 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 Alrighty. I hear you, but where are you? I hear you. Oh, well, look at that. It's your mama. Come on, yo mama. Yo mama, where you at? And for all these locked areas and everything like that, you think there'd be a lot less bodies up in this piece. Fantastic. Ah, that's where you are. Mm. Oh, now you want to work. Well, good. It's about time. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Bruh. Bruh. Bruh, chacho. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I guess since nothing's running out for me, that's a good sign. Ooh. Ooh, piece of candy. Ah, yeah. Which way do we go? That way. So let's go through here first. Yep. Time it tells you to go somewhere, you go through the other room first to pick up things like this. Huh? Huh? Okay, I had to make sure, because he was trying to Dougie on me. I ain't trying to learn how to Dougie today. Not on this. Shamora.
into engineering. You got a basic launch tool handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the track. The whole system's gridlocked. Can't see where they're calling. Several here said that this station's module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit has been breaking down. Hearing it. How many years with no one to eat? No? I know.
Mm-hmm. Just making sure. You trying to Dougie too? Nah, man, nah, you good, you cool. Cool. We ain't cooking today. Voice. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So that's what they decided to do. So basically, I can only have weapons in there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I'm disengaged. That. Ah. That is his hill going. Who will stay? This is ludicrous. Hmm? Okay, that told me absolutely nothing. Okay, I came in, I saw. That's right. I almost forgot. Map. Let's see. So I just came from there. Okay, so if I ended up using the stasis mode, okay. Well, isn't that just peachy keen? And nice try, homie. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Huh? I knew you had some extra juice in you.
Great. But hurry. Okay? Don't scare yourself.
Oh, word? Oh, man. I'm holding that. 07's in chat.
Don't watch you those fuckers tonight. Doesn't even slow them down. Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving? Listen to engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the track. The whole system's gridlocked. Can't see your calling. Send over there for the new stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit was breaking down. You're in this thing. Down the gears, we know what it can be. No? I don't know.
You jerks. Oh, man. It's your mama. Yo, your mama. Oh, man. Sure, I got everything. Dang it. Oh, man. Don't tell me I gotta do this junk all over again. Gotta do this crap all over again. Oh, that blows.
Don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down. Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Okay, well, apparently I'm too slow, so I'm gonna have to speed it up.
Heading into engineering. Got a basic module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the track. The whole system's gridlocked. Guess who they're calling? Several No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. How many years with no one to eat? No? I know.
I don't like this system. I don't. There's got to be a quick way to be able to use your
On the shooting those fuckers in the head. They didn't even slow them down. Did that even kill them? Or did they just stop moving? That's into engineering. Got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the track. The whole system's gridlocked. Guess who they're calling? Central here sending a stasis module now. Yeah. No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing it. Time of years where it's going to be. No? I know.
I hear you. Okay, so that's the reason why. Okay, we got it now. I know we're trash. Not today. Not anymore, at least. Sick and tired of y'all fools. I'm so tired of y'all foolishness. So tired of y'all foolishness. Yeah. Oh,
This where it says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trans without it.
son of a biscuit. Come from. Yeah, yeah, da, 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 dee, 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 dee. Da, da, da. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Release and the thank you. All right, where to now, Doc? Considering I just came from there, and just considering the fact that I can't go through there. Oh, oh, that was so messed up. I don't remember that in the original game. Oh, I can't stand you. Oh, I can't stand you. I'm ready for your punk behind today. Yep, nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. My recharge. So what we got in here? Well, fine. Screw you too. There was something in here earlier. Could have sworn there was something in here earlier. Okay, I guess there was nothing in here earlier. Something, anything, ammo, you. How about you? What about you? What about you? Ooh. Ooh. Watch it. You. Okay. Hmm. So not that way? I knew it. I knew something was over here. Okay. Mhm. What else we got? We got no health. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, man. Oh no. No, no, no. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was getting up to say what's up. It was like, man, I see how you handle the boys. Yeah, come on, give me 5. And I'm just like, word? Word? You want me to give you a 5? Okay. Got your 5 right here, buddy. There's your 5. Mm-mm-mm. 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 All right. Let's see. No power. Oh, imagine that. So I got to turn this on. Okay. 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 Aha. Well, OBKB then. Oh no. Reload. Okay. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yes. Yes. Shall we continue? I think we shall. All right, let's see. Let me check on this real quick. All right, back to where we were. Let's see. Let's go. Oh no, not another one of these. Oh, I just love rooms where I could get flanked from both sides and both holes. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. What's happening? Oh, it's two of you. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hit him with a baseball bat. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him up. I knew there was something over here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What else you got? Uh-huh. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, I see something. Uh-huh. Give it up smooth. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's cool. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Mm-mm-mm. My meta senses are tingling, and the black in me is saying, no, 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 no. But it's a game, so let's go, 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 go. Yeah, boy. Give it up smooth. And give it up smooth. On to the next. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Not big and bad, huh? From a distance. Don't make me come up there. You already know what I did to your mama. uh, he ain't dead. Yep, he ain't dead. He ain't dead either. You dead? You dead? Just in case. I knew it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Who you think you fooling? I'm sorry. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. You. User. User. All right. Two more phase, space, blah, blah, blah. Faulty scope, vessel damage, landing, replace, functional, replace the mumbo jumbo, navigation, and completion. All right. Well, that was educational. Connected for free. Yep, I think I'm gonna play this up to the next save point, and then after that, we'll have to save the rest of this for future time. Oh no. See? Why? Why? Trophy marksman. I've been missing profusely. It's just them reflexes, dog. Just them reflexes. Them super reflexes, dog. All right. Mm-mm. Why y'all always be trying to come from my rear? Ooh, I can't stand y'all. Yep. At least I wasn't the rear. Oh, you son of a gun, you. Yep. At least I wasn't the rear. Hands is rated E for everyone. Come get some. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that was stupid. Well, now I know what those are for. A save card would be nice. A save slot would be nice. I got jumped. I got jumped. And now I'm gonna become your mama. Oh boy. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good for today. Alrighty. Well, it's been fun. In fact, it's been very fun, yo. But alas, even superheroes gotta get some rest. So, with that being said, we'll definitely have to have more fun and adventures in the near future. So, I'm looking forward to that. Like you seen earlier, I have plenty of games for us to play. So, it should actually be a lot of fun. Oh, man. But in the meantime, it was a lot of fun. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. And all I have to do is advise you to continue to stay mighty. But at the same time, I hope that y'all would end up liking and subscribing. There's going to be more material later. Like I said, it's a versatile channel. I have different things that I end up doing. I discuss some of the modern stuff. I'm up into collaborations. I do gaming. I also write my own AI music, despite everything that we had seen earlier as far as the AI that was trying to extort folks earlier. I mean, it's just one of them things. When you end up training it for it, it's going to do what it's programmed for. Not everybody's intentions are pure, but in their own eyes, they're a hero. All I can do is tell you to basically stick with your guns and do what you feel is right, but not at the cost of other people, unless they're actually trying to make it cost your environment as well. So, with that being said, I can't even get my words together. It's been a long and arduous time, but well-deserved rest is about to come. And like I said, make sure that you like and subscribe. So, with that being said, need you all to stay strong, need you to stay mighty, and I will see you in the next episode. So, until then, the power is yours. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go that Captain Planet route. But in the meantime, do stay mighty. Thanks again for your support. If you made it through, tell your friends, bring them to the headquarters. I make sure to make them an honorary meta instead of a mighty bag. Because if you sound it very slowly, I think you kind of get the gist of it. So stay mighty metas. And I will see you in the next episode.
Everybody's got an opinion for what you're doing, and there's a shortage of that person you know will listen. Once you've settled in your ways to never side with stupid, that's one of the way a hero fights not to become a villain. Yo, everybody's got an opinion for what you're doing, and there's a shortage of that person you know will listen. Once you've settled in your ways to never side with stupid, that's one of the way a hero fights not to become a villain. You could try imposing principles or even turn a blind eye. The world turns, people are the hero in their own eyes. A group will take their own side, a villain opposite and turning tides. One the group who's interfering with a war cry. So many blinded by the pride, and others imply resistance and would die on that hill if the majority would ride with you. But on whose side as you recognize, you either find a hero in the mirror or the villain you telling lies. Everybody's got an opinion for what you're doing, and there's a shortage of that person you know would listen. Once you've settled in your ways to never side with stupid, that's one of the way a hero fights not to become a villain. Yo, everybody's got an opinion for what you're doing, and there's a shortage of that person you know would listen. Once you've settled in your ways to never side with stupid, that's one of the way a hero fights not to become a villain. Hero or a villain, 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 villain.